Hi, my name is Dennis, and this is a story about how God is softening my heart and teaching me to love others well. I had a kind of a distorted view of who God was and an idea that I had to earn His love, and that my way to heaven was through good works, which I've learned to not be true now. Growing up, I suffered some sexual abuse. I was abandoned by my mom at a young age, so developed a distrust, kind of a victim's mentality, and became self-reliant, which led to pride. Became angry, controlling. I feared vulnerability and intimacy, and I never let people get too close out of fear of being rejected or being abandoned. My wife and I, we met when we were 19, married when we were 21, had 2 children soon after, and we both came from some situations in our childhood that we never really dealt with, and so we had really unhealthy ways of dealing with each other and our relationship, but got busy with raising kids and work and business. And my wife, she was raised in a Christian home where I wasn't, and so she often asked if we could find a church. But again, my attitude was that church was for weak people that needed a crutch, and I was strong enough and I didn't need that. We were married for 20 years, and then we moved into the neighborhood just a couple blocks away from the well, and we got to a point in our relationship where things were becoming more and more distant between us, and with the anger and the marijuana use and other things that I had developed, I could feel I was really pushing everybody away, and I got to a point where I felt like I was going to lose everybody and everything. And I think that's how God brought me to my knees, and made me realize that idea of strength that I had all those years was pretty false, and that I did need Him. And so I decided one day that maybe what was missing from our relationship was Jesus, and so I recommended to my wife we find a church, and over all those years of her mentioning maybe we find a church, it wasn't right until it was my idea. Then God showed me His love and His grace by providing me with a church where I could ask hard questions, and the community around me that would point me to the gospel to find those answers. Man, my idea of church always was, that you had to put on that front, or that idea that everything was perfect in your life, and look the best you can look, and sound the best you can sound. And so I put on all my best clothes, and we went to that first Sunday service, and man, we walked in, I couldn't believe it, that people were in there just wearing their street clothes. A couple guys looked like they just came from work. There was somebody sitting next to us had pajama pants on, and I realized, it's not about what you're wearing or this image that you're trying to portray. It's just about your relationship with Jesus. So God gave me He gave me a community to join that would show me by example what it looked like to be patient, to be loving, and to be accepting. And he's helped me to humble myself, to try to follow in that lead and apply that to my home, to my family, to my business. And doing so, He's softened my heart, and he's showed me how to love correctly and fully. I know my wife and my kids, they can feel it, they can see it. They've walked with me through all of this, and they'll tell you today that I'm more patient, more approachable. We can have family conversations now without the fear of Dad blowing up and sending everybody running opposite directions. And so I'm very thankful for that. He's really changed my life. I feel like, saved my family, or at least He's provided me now with a relationship with my family that I know that I've always wanted, but didn't really know how to achieve without Him.